Deontay Wilder needs no introduction. He is one of the hardest punchers in recent history. Standing at 6'7", the giant invokes fear in his opponents even before they step into the ring with him. His most ferocious weapon is the devastating right hand that has sent fighters into early retirement. Despite his late start in boxing, taking up the sport at the age of 21, Wilder fought his way to the top, one punch at a time. He became the WBC champion and successfully defended the title a record number of 10 times, a remarkable record he proudly shares with boxing legend Muhammad Ali. However, the longtime WBC champion has recently been on a downward spiral, having lost 4 of his last 5 fights. Wilder's career seemed to have come to a sad end.
I don't think the heavyweight division is exciting without Deontay Wilder in it. Will I prevail? Will I succeed? Who knows? This could be the end of the career. This could be the final goodbyes, the farewell of Deontay Wilder.
Born in the city of Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Wilder was a high school basketball standout. His original dream was to play basketball professionally, but this changed when Wilder discovered he was going to become a father. He was just 19, but his daughter was born with a birth defect which required immediate medical attention. With huge medical bills looming, Wilder took matters into his own hands, literally, by making a career out of boxing to take care of his family, especially his daughter.
I made the Olympics team in a year and a half. I started boxing at 21, but I started because of my daughter that was born with spina bifida. So, I couldn't play football or basketball anymore because you had to go to school for that. I needed money right now, so I was looking at a way of making money like right now.
Despite his late start in boxing, Wilder was naturally talented, and this earned him a spot at the 2008 Olympics. He announced himself to the world by claiming the bronze medal in the heavyweight division. In November of the same year, Wilder continued his impressive run in the paid ranks. His first victim was Ethan Cox, who went down 3 times before the fight was over in the second round. In his second year as a professional, Wilder fought a total of 7 times and made sure none of his opponents went beyond the first round. He continued his fast ascent through the heavyweight ranks, demolishing any opponent that dared to stand in his way. Although most of his early victories came against unknown names, some notable ones include victories over former world title challengers DeAndre Abron, Damon Reed, and Owen Beck. After compiling an impressive record of 25-0, with all the wins coming by way of knockout, Wilder got his first shot at a boxing title. He faced unbeaten Kelvin Price for the vacant WBC Continental Americas heavyweight title in December 2012. After a slow start in the first 2 rounds, Wilder ended the show with a brutal right hand. In April 2013, Wilder faced the 2000 Olympic gold medalist and former world title challenger Audley Harrison. But the Olympic medalist, whose career has been on a steep decline, suffered yet another devastating loss to Wilder, who needed just 70 seconds to end the show.
There's the right hand, that's the big shot, and he goes looking for Harrison straight away. The first punch he's landed has put Harrison down in the corner. First big punch put Harrison down. Can he get up? Or he's raised it in the first round, the first punch. Wilder has won. There's the right hand. Big shot. Manages to get to his feet just.
Harrison announced his retirement shortly after the bout, while Wilder went on to knock out his next 4 opponents to set up a fight against Canadian WBC champion Bermane Stiverne. Coming into the fight, Wilder was undefeated and had never gone beyond the 4th round in his 32 victories, with 18 of them coming by the way of first-round knockouts. Stiverne was considered Wilder's first big test as a pro, but so was the reward attached to this test. Wilder easily dominated the fight from the opening round, but he was taken into uncharted territory past the 4th round for the first time in his career. He unloaded heavy punishments against Stiverne, who took them like a champion and refused to go down. But after 12 rounds of a lopsided fight, Wilder was declared the winner by unanimous decision. Wilder became the new WBC champion 10 years after he picked up his first pair of boxing gloves. This was almost as long as America had been without a world champion since Shannon Briggs. Following the victory, Wilder became an instant sensation and continued to knock out every opponent in successful title defenses. His first victim was Eric Molina, whom he dominated and dropped 3 times en route to a 9th round knockout victory. He battered and bloodied a brave Joanne the Hoopers in his next defense before scoring a scary knockout over Polish Artur Szpilka. His other victims are Chris Arreola, Gerald Washington, and Bermane Stiverne in a rematch. Following his dominant first-round victory against Stiverne, there were talks of a unification match with Anthony Joshua, who held the other 3 major world boxing titles at the time. However, this never happened, and Wilder faced unbeaten Cuban challenger Luis Ortiz. The hard-punching challenger gave Wilder a tough fight.
He's trying to step on the foot of Wilder. Trip by Luis Ortiz, and now Wilder goes back with the... Wilder looks hurt! His eyes are on a big run!
But in the end, Wilder's power proved to be too much for Ortiz to handle, as the champion finished the Cuban in the 10th round. Sporting an unblemished record of 40 victories and no loss, Wilder made the 8th defense of his title against unbeaten former unified world champion Tyson Fury, in what was the beginning of an epic trilogy. Fury was coming off a 3-year break from boxing due to drug abuse and depression that nearly ended his career. However, being one of the few, this called for a rematch between them. But before the rematch, Wilder faced WBC mandatory challenger Dominic Breazeale, whom he defeated inside the 1st round. Following this, he faced Luis Ortiz in a rematch. Wilder was losing every round of this bout until the 7th round, when his powerful right hand came to the rescue.
There's a straight left that connects by Ortiz as King Kong trudges forward. A right hand, down goes Ortiz! Oh my goodness! Good night. This one is over!
In February 2020, Wilder and Fury met in a much anticipated rematch. However, what was expected to be an all-out war like the first match turned out to be a one-sided match that saw Fury control the action from the start until the end. Fury battered Wilder for the duration of the fight, dropping him in rounds 3 and 5 and leaving him with blood coming out from his mouth, nose and ear. Wilder's corner threw in the towel to save him from further punishment in round 7. The rematch with Fury revealed some of Wilder's technical flaws, but Wilder, unwilling to accept defeat, called for another matchup in October 2021. Wilder came out strong in their 3rd meeting, but soon found himself rising from the canvas at the end of round 3.
He's hurt, fellas. Come here. He's hurt. Can he step to Russell Mora? You want to fight? Guys, so he's doing.
However, Wilder returned in round 4 to knock Fury down twice. This fight turned out to be the slugfest boxing fans had expected during their second meeting, as Fury dropped Wilder again in the 10th and 11th rounds to end the show.
Deontay Wilder, big shot by Tyson Fury. Taking supernatural strength. Fury throwing it up again.
Fury left no doubt who the better man was in their last two fights, but as for Wilder, he was clearly not the once feared puncher that he used to be. His days of glory seemed over, until he returned to the ring 1 year later to face the Nordic nightmare, Robert Alenius. Wilder reminded the boxing world of the power in his right hand as he stopped Alenius with a brutal knockout at the end of round 1. With this win, Wilder got himself back into contention and set up a fight against former WBO champion Joseph Parker for the WBO Intercontinental Heavyweight title. Unfortunately, Wilder was comprehensively outboxed by Parker, who put on a masterclass to win by a unanimous decision.
What's up, baby? Hey, man, we came up short tonight. You know, I don't know what happened, to be honest. You know, my timing was off, and I didn't throw my punches. I didn't let my hands go like I supposed to. Sometimes it get like that, you know what I mean? But, you know, you live to see another fight. You live to see another moment. That's all that matters. Still full of happiness. I'm still full of joy. I'm still full of smiles. Sorry if I let anyone down, you know, but we'll be back, though. That's the good thing about it, you know.
Once again, Wilder failed to admit that it was time to give up boxing and enjoy his retirement. He went on to face Chinese Olympic medalist Zhili Zhang in June 2024. Both men were coming off decision losses to Joseph Parker. But when Wilder needed his favorite weapon the most, he couldn't find it. Instead, it was Zhang who unleashed destruction with his right hand in round 5.
Is this how it ends? Is this the end of Deontay Wilder's career? Finish. He's gone. He's not making this.
Wilder looked like a shadow of himself. Now 39 years old, Wilder probably has nothing much to offer. Less than 10 fighters have ever reached the top of the heavyweight division and won a world title after their 38th birthday, and Wilder doesn't look like he's one of them. If you like my work, kindly support me by subscribing to this channel. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.